No wonder.
I've been wanting to talk to you guys about school. It's not going so well. It just has not been easy. Everything's gonna fall apart. What life is gonna be like after taking Ale to school. Oh, the other day I was feeling down I was in this shameful place. I felt so horrible about that. I don't always get it perfect. I don't always give myself grace. I am really hard on myself sometimes.
No wonder.
What's up? I think I'm gonna sit. I started feeling a bit under the weather. It's been hard to even start this vlog. I wanted to show you the chaos after coming back from the hospital. Actually, we arrived home yesterday. What is up? Don't mind the ugly lamp up here. I'm trying to get a new lamp for this room because this is like one of those cheap ones. Not by my choice. Anyway, today I took Ale, my baby. I took her to school today.
You too. Bye.
I mean, I'm sad. And it's been like this, my God. Like, how many times have we been to the hospital this school year? And it's just been like torture every time I had to take her back. Especially this time because she was with me for like a whole month. I know it's hard being with her 24/7. Being with a special needs child or a medically complex child is not easy whatsoever. Mentally, emotionally, physically, like it is exhausting and draining. But at the same time, it's beautiful. I genuinely love being all the things I have to be for her. Her teacher, her therapist, her advocate, her respiratorist, however you say that, scheduler, apart from being her mommy. I have learned to love all of it combined. It is a lot, but I want her to be with me 24/7. Like I do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, sometimes I do want to take a break, but not more than an hour or two. That's it. That's all I need. Taking her to school is just like a whole nother thing that I don't think I've gotten used to. I don't even know if it's the right thing. I've been wanting to talk to you guys about school for like the longest time. Even last year it didn't go so well, and this year it's not going so well. And I thought this year was going to be a bit different now that school's a little bit closer. Last year it was like an hour and a half away, so that was hard. But this year with all these viruses, I'm not sure if we're making the right decision, but I also don't want to make the decision based off of my fears and anxieties of what's going to happen. Is she going to catch another virus? Is she not going to be okay? And another part of me is really selfish. Like, I really want her here. If it was up to me, I would have her here with me 24/7. We're not actually like discarding that option. We might go that route of homeschooling her, but we want to see first. We want to give it a chance, and we want to see if this is the right decision. I want to give it a chance because I know that it is good for her to be with other kids, around other kids. It is good for her to be in community because we are called to be in community. Okay. I got interrupted by a gastroenterologist. I don't even know where was I. I don't know if you guys can... I don't know if the lighting in here is okay or not okay. Sorry guys, I don't know where to put you. Maybe over here is better. Alright, that's better. Okay. Happy Wednesday, I think it is. I don't even know. I never know what day it is. Went to Starbucks. Actually, I dropped off Ale at school. Breaks my heart every time I leave her at school. And it's just been like that this whole year. This in and out of hospitals and taking time off of school and then having to like go back into that routine. It's definitely been a roller coaster for us. Basically, it's like doing the whole first day of school all over again. That's how it feels like anyway. So yeah, we've been just trying to get back into the routine. And it's actually a new routine with like all of her new medication regimen. Yeah, just been trying to get used to that. Since discharge, I've kept her home for 2 more weeks just for her to regain her strength, and also to wean off of some meds, get her sleep schedule situated, because it has not been, and it's still not situated. Let me tell you, she's been waking up at like 2. At first it was like night terrors. That always happens after the hospital. But now it's just getting her back to sleeping on time. Lately, she's been sleeping at 11, which I thank God for, because at least she's not going to sleep at 2 or waking up at 2, because that's what was happening in the beginning. I know I started to vlog like the process of getting myself back in order. Truth be told, it has not been easy, and that's why I didn't pick up the camera for, I don't know, 2 weeks. My intention was to show you all of the process, but honestly, it was just too much. Too much for me mentally. It was a lot with handling everything, trying to get everything situated. Again, we have this new medicine regimen, more machines. So yeah, we got her a new bed which has more storage. Thank you, Jesus, for that. I feel like I look fuzzy, so excuse the look. I barely got myself ready today, and I've been trying to figure out how to do this whole YouTube thing, because I know I said I was gonna come back, and I've only put 2 videos out so far out of the year, but it just has not been easy, guys. Like, I'm just repeating myself, but it hasn't been easy, and I hope you guys can bear with me, because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just I have to take care of the things that I need to take care of first. My family comes first, Ale comes first. I need to do all of that, otherwise like, everything's gonna fall apart if I don't have my priorities straight like it did before, because I definitely had my priorities all over the place before my year-long break, which I want to talk to you guys about more, but it just hasn't happened yet. Anyway, this is supposed to be a vlog, so I just arrived. I just picked out some medication at the pharmacy, grabbed my Starbucks, and I am gonna go and edit a video. Also trying to get myself in order with my schedule, seeing what life is gonna be like after taking Ale to school. Like, what am I going to be doing after taking Ale to school? I used to go to the gym. Right now I'm on my cycle, but I am glad about that, because I am taking that as an excuse not to hit the gym. And not that I don't want to hit the gym. I want to take this time off to hold on 1 second. Yeah, to edit videos. I want to get back on top of that, because during this time when Ale is out, I plan on editing videos, and then on the weekends when I have more time, when things don't feel so rushed in the morning with taking her to school, with doing all of her medications, I think I'm gonna head to the gym for an hour, and that way I'm not so rushed and I don't feel all the pressure that I have to get all of this stuff done, plus hit the gym, plus everything. So again, hopefully you guys can bear with me with getting these videos out. It's just been a process of learning how to deal with everything, because I've learned, being that we've been here 5 years now, I have learned to be intentional with giving myself grace, especially in the beginning of everything. Like, in the beginning of anything, guys, you have to give yourself grace, because you're not going to get it right the first time. You are going to have to take some time. I don't know about you, but I don't always get it right, especially when things are starting, when it's the beginning of something. I don't always get it right. I mess up. I'm not used to the routines, and there's just so much. There's always so much to do. And that goes for anything that you do, whether it's a new job that you start, whether it's having a new baby, you know, it's this whole process of getting used to it, whether it's your first or even your second. I have learned to give myself a lot of grace, and I don't always do that perfectly. Sometimes I am hard on myself, and I do feel that mom guilt really hard, but I remember that the Lord gives me so much grace, that the Lord provides, and that's where I need to feed off of. That's where I gain my strength, is from His grace. The Bible says that His grace is sufficient, and it truly is, when we truly are intentional about that, when we truly think about that, when we truly take that to heart and really meditate on what that actually means. And He has been showing me throughout this whole time of being in and out of the hospital the past 4 months. He has really shown me that, and really shown me how He's with me in the hospital and outside of the hospital. Oh, the other day I was feeling down about, I think I was in this shameful place of feeling, I was thinking, I have learned to really look for Him in the hospital, like really be intentional of being present with the Lord in the hospital, because it is truly with only when I have Him, when I am praying to Him, when I am meditating on His word. And I feel like I do that more so in the hospital, because I know that that's what gives me strength, that's what gets me through the hard times. And I feel like I'm more intentional then, during the dark times, than I am when things are better. And I feel like that's with all of us. I should be glad that I'm out here, but sometimes, and I was feeling ashamed of this was hard for me to admit to him, but I was like, God, I feel like if I'm not in it, I don't feel you as much, or I can't have you that way. And I want to have you that way, but at the same time, I don't want to complain that I'm out here. I'm out of that situation. My daughter is good. I would never want, I'm not saying that I would want my daughter to go back in the hospital. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but I feel like that's what I'm saying, is that I want to be in there so that I could feel you more. Like, I don't know if that even makes sense. He was like, but Jack, you can have me out here. And I started thinking it's because I'm more intentional in there. It's because I know that I need him. It hasn't been always been that way. It's when I learned that that's how I needed to be with him, in there. When I'm home with Ale, I'm not gonna lie, it's still hard. It's not as hard, but it's still hard. And for the little things, I felt like I couldn't come to him with for the little things. When I came to him with this, with like feeling this way of like not being able to have him because I've just had like little things that I didn't want to complain about, I realized, no, he cares about even the littlest things that we go through. He cares about the things that we're feeling bad about and the things that we're feeling good about, and we should be able to come to him with all of that. I felt like when I poured that out to him, he poured into me even more grace. I felt so relieved. I think part of me was feeling like ashamed that I was even saying that, because it's not like I want my daughter to go back in the hospital. That's not what I'm saying at all. Like, I would never want my daughter to go back in the hospital. It's the fact that I need to be more intentional out here as I am in there, to be with him, to share with him the joys, you know, even like the little things that I feel aren't so big as the stuff that happens in the hospital, but they are still things that I trip up on here, not having it all together. The place is a mess. There's so much disorder. I have to get things together, and I feel like I can't ever finish calling all the doctors and remembering things. Like, I've missed so many important things, and I'm at the point where I'm writing checklists again, which I haven't done since the beginning of this journey. I'm starting to write down checklists because I have so much to remember. This whole new routine of medications, I just feel like I don't have the capacity right now, and so it's just something that I need to get used to. Things that I am used to, I'm forgetting because I'm trying to focus on this part. For example, her feed the other day, I forgot that she was at a rate of 65 and I had put it at 60. I think it was only for like 3 days that she wasn't getting all of her feed, but that's like a big mistake. I felt so horrible about that. Like, my poor baby was, not that she was starving, but she wasn't getting all of her feeds, and I just felt so bad about that. All that to say that I don't always get it perfect. I don't always give myself grace. I am really hard on myself sometimes, but these days I have been learning a lot about the Lord's grace and how much I need it throughout this whole process of restarting all over again. The meaning of grace, His grace, I have a deeper meaning and a deeper handle, a deeper grasp on what that actually means. To rely on His grace, right? To just lean on Him for strength. So anyway, I talked a lot. I have to go in and start editing, but I really enjoyed this car talk because sometimes it's hard to talk inside with everybody who lives in there. If you guys don't know, I live with my parents. So, my brother, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but my little brother, he's also special needs. I wanted to talk to you guys about that, which I'm pretty sure I didn't mention, but my brother is also special needs, and I would love to talk about that and how that has helped me raise Ale. That has been such a blessing because in my childhood, I knew that was a blessing, and even now as a mom, like, it has helped me so much. But I'll talk about that more later. I'm gonna go in and start editing. Okay, bye!